Hey guys, I'm MechanKing, and welcome back to another episode of Stories: The Path of Destinies. Now, if you remember last time, sorry, I've got something in my throat. If you remember last time, we went and got the armature as the first step in my story. So, this time, or in this episode, I mean, we're gonna go get the core of the Sky Ripper.
He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature, and the armature was useless by itself. Only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good, no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
So we have been on this island before, if I understand the story correctly. Every choice leads to a new island. So if we make the same choice as before, going to get the core of the Sky Ripper, we should end up on the same island. Probably.
He looked up at the old trees around him. They were so big and so old. They'd been there before he was born, and they'd be there after he'd passed into legend.
Ooh.
Was he confronting his own unimportance? What had got into him? He was no philosopher. Anyway, who cares? He was plenty important. He was a hero, and soon he'd prove it. Ooh, what's there?
Okay, so this is different. I wasn't expecting this. This is gem stocking menu. Here you can equip powerful gems that will augment both your offense and defensive capabilities. Your gauntlet has 3 slots in which you can put gems. Select one of the slots to see your gems. Select a gem. Each gem has 3 levels and its effect increases with each level. Picking up a gem you already have will automatically upgrade that gem's level. You can find gems in the chest scattered throughout Boreas, if you're lucky enough. So we have physical resistance level 2, increases resistance to physical damage by 30%, which means we shouldn't take as much damage. Instead of taking 10 to 20 damage a shot, we'll only take 3 to 6. Or we'll take 3 to 6 less. Dear Zenobia, the director of the Academy has told me how much he was impressed by your academic performance and leadership. Somehow, I doubt this was a session of bootlicking. I have seen plenty of those. That old toad is sincere. I am proud of you, my daughter. You will make a fine empress one day. On my end, great news. Professor Calaveras has been studying the Nexus, and he has made a bold observation. That toad is a true genius. You know how that island is unique, constantly changing, new crystalline formations appearing, island fragments merging, splitting, slowly drifting, held together by some invisible threads? Professor Calaveras is convinced those changes are not random, but rather indicative of the living nature of the islands. He has observed that certain changes on the Nexus flow, or sometimes precede, a turbulence on another island, landslide, quake, flood. The Nexus seems to resonate with those events. Maybe the islands are a hive mind, and the Nexus is the brain. In any case, I am funding a permanent scientific observatory on the Nexus. It will attract the Empire's greatest minds. With Professor Calaveras at the helm, I anticipate a great age of enlightenment for the Empire. With love, Father. So that is the Emperor writing that note, and Calaveras is tied to him more than I thought he was in the last one. Oh. Give me your shield. There we go, that's better. Better than the last episode, anyway. So this is pretty interesting. I wonder what was off the other way. Ooh!
Renato had heard stories of a dungeon where chests were filled
You
with
found a gem.
potions
Energy
and
on
weapons.
kill. Ooh, that'll be nice.
Fairy tales.
Even though I never use the energy. Oh yeah, when I counter, I slow time. I forgot about that. Okay, so I froze a couple of them that time, just because I was thinking about the energy. So, is there anything else over here? No, it doesn't look like it. So we're heading right up these floating stairs. Sweet. Found some ore. So if I understood that note correctly, this island is constantly changing. So every time we come back to it, it should look different.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
I can't go back this way. For example, that line that the narrator just said, that was definitely, oops, that was definitely used elsewhere. Ooh. This might be unhealthy for me. Okay. Move around, damn it. Okay. Let's switch back to the hero sword and try to get some of our health back. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch over to...
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest, the mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
I'm trying to look around, make sure there's no chests I'm overlooking, like that one.
This chest was really horrible. Get it?
Yeah, I get it. It was a joke on the word horrible. So, what's this way? Okay, so if I activate this, what happens? That changes. Now if I activate this, that shuts off. Then I come back over here, activate these jars, which cause the break event. Flip this lever again.
If they didn't want their things broken, they really ought to make them stronger.
Yeah. Okay, so now if I activate this... Okay, it takes a little bit of time for it to switch over, so then I'll have time to do that. Now I got hurt, and I'm on fire. Fuck, I'm on fire. Okay, I don't have any points right now. So if I remember right, this looks like it's the exit? Sort of? Oh, no, it's not. Never mind.
Kill the rebel! Caught one, Raven. Eat the rebel! Caught another.
Come on, I told you to counter that. There we go. I'm making combat look much better now. Oh, I can't go back to the altar. Damn it. Why is it I'm never allowed to go back to the altar? Okay, here's the exit, so I was right. Sort of.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick.
Icosahedron.
Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature.
Icosahedron.
The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Huh. That's a tough question. I don't know what I should do yet. Oh well, I'll figure it out before the next episode. But for now, I'm MechanKing, and I hope you have a good day. Oh, I about ran straight into that bullet because I wasn't paying attention. Hey guys, and welcome to my single-player modded Minecraft game. I am going to be calling this series MechTech because I am MechanKing, and a lot of the mods I have in this mod pack, I shouldn't really call it a mod pack, a lot of the mods I have installed right now are tech mods. These slimes are basically your livestock. You feed the slimes and they produce plorts, which is basically slime shit. Nope, turn the other way, turn the other way. Darn deer. Saw my hunters and ran away. He's like, nope.